Hey guys, welcome back to Baking a Scandal podcast.
The information, opinions, and recommendations presented in this podcast are for general information only.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Baking a Scandal podcast. So today's podcast is going to be about a scandal creator who is very two-faced and is not living up to who they really are. This person is a fraud, they are very wrong, they are very rude, and there's a lot of things that they've done to people and not take ownership of that. And I'm going to have a couple of people to tell their story. And I hope you guys enjoy this, and I just hope this brings awareness to this matter. That's what this is about. So without further ado, I will be allowing these people to tell their side of the story. Now to begin will be the first victim. Okay, so when I first met her, she was cool at first, but when I developed a bond with one of her friends, well, actually two of her friends, she became jealous and stuff, and we made a video, basically all three of us together because we all have a GC together. And when she saw it, she got mad at us because we didn't include her. But I recently just met her, so I didn't know her that much at the time, and I didn't think to include her. So she was mad about that, and I kept trying to apologize, but she was just being weird about it. And then when I confronted her about it, she tried to say that it was just a joke. And then randomly, she would just include me in arguments between her and our other friend when I would have nothing to do with it. And then, on the phone and stuff, she would be super quiet. But, when she would join, she would be super quiet, and nobody would know she was in the call. And then, 5 minutes later, she'll leave and then text and be like, we're not including her and stuff because she was quiet and nobody heard her. So she would get mad about that. And then half of the time when we were on the phone, she would be on her iPad and then be scrolling on her phone and stuff, or talking to her friends and stuff. Basically just ignoring us. Now I will allow victim number 2 of many to tell their side of the story.
Things was going smooth, right? She was my friend, we had each other's number, we talked every day. But one day, okay, so I was talking to you and your twin, right? So then I got a random text from her. She you remember that one time how we were just messing around? I put a screen recorder on my story and it was oh, they so funny. She replied to that story and she got mad that I was on the phone with y'all. So, yeah, it was a whole thing. So, anyways, fast forward a week later, she got mad because I'm always on the phone with everybody else except her. Mind you, I'm on the phone with her when I go to school. Anyways, but that's not the big part. So, basically, what happened, I remember this exact date too. It was June. Hold on. It was June. I want to say June 6th. Okay. So, I'm at the amusement park with my friends, right? And, we love roller coasters and stuff like that. So, we walking around the park looking for roller coasters. But we want to go get food first. So, we walking around trying to go get some food. And I get a random text from her. And, well, I got a random text from her. And she was like, can you be on the phone? And I'm like, well, okay. So, she said that. And then she sent me a screenshot of one of my friend's accounts. And she's like, what's the name's account? So, I'm like, yeah. And she's like, another account to block. And she put a laughing emoji. So, I'm like, well, that doesn't really give me a reason to block her. They have beef in the past, so that's between them. So, then she's like, a reason for what? And I left her on red because I was eating and I was walking around with my friends, mind you. And then she's like, you know what? It's cool, damn, I'm blind. I'm like, my bad, I was eating. And she's like, no, you just being fake. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, I blocked her. Next day, my friend she got beef with, she texted me and she's like, she calling me a bitch and everything. So I'm like, what? So I unblock her, and we all get into an argument. And she added her friend But, like, her friend didn't know what was going on. So she was just taking sides with her. So we told her what had happened, and she's still taking sides with her. And she just being petty, and she just blocking us and everything. So, like, she's spoiled, and she don't understand the concept and know. So, yeah.
Alright guys, so now I'm going to tell my side of the story. So, basically, at first it was going on smooth with her, and, like, she was being really nice and everything, and we were, like, doing these things together, whatever, and one of the things we did was table reads with scandal scripts. So, I found a new friend, aka Olet's Show, which is my twin, and I was like, oh, we should do it with Olet's Show, and she was like, okay. So, we did it with her, but then after a while, she started to get, like, jealous because me and Olet's Show were getting close, and it was very weird, and I was confused because we were still talking to her. But then it got to the point where we were all, like, on group calls, but she wouldn't talk. Like, she'd just sit there on mute on her iPad, not talking to anyone, just, like, it's very weird, and she always, and then when it finally came up to it, she confronted us saying that we were leaving her out and everything. But the problem is, we were trying to include her in everything, but she excluded herself because she'll be quiet, she'll leave the calls to go call her other friends, and da-da-da-da. So we just, like, kind of stopped communication with her. But things started to get very, very weird after we stopped talking. She started to make fake accounts to start watching us. She made a fake account to become my friend. And then when I called her out on it, she was saying that it was a dare and everything, that it wasn't serious, or, like, I don't know. Like, she was just, like, denying everything. And I was so confused. I'm like, dude, you didn't have to do all that. So I decided to give her the benefit of the doubt after everything that happened between us. And she went and blew it again by getting jealous with another friend of me and Olet's Show. And we were just, like, done with it. And we just cut communication with her because she was being very weird. And she was not owning up to, like, what she was doing. She was being very immature about the situation. Like, we tried to, like, solve it in the best way possible. But she just was not being mature at all. So from my point of view, she was not trying to understand the situation. She was not trying to act properly and maturely. She was just being, like, very weird. Alright guys, so that's going to be the end of this podcast episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I would love to get more people on this because there are definitely other people that this creator has affected negatively. If you guys want to know who it is, we might do a reveal on that. Guys, let me know if you guys, like, want us to do a reveal. So if you want us to do a reveal on who the scandal creator is, I'll be more than happy to. But I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you get notification every time we post a new podcast.